Back in the day, video games had to find a way to catch the consumer's eye. Before internet reviewers and even YouTube, there really wasn't a way to know if a game was good unless your friend recommended it, or you just took a chance and hoped you didn't waste your weekend. I did that a lot. Some of that criteria would include bright colors, big gun-toting heroes, explosions, or even a close-up of the main character in some form. This game, fortunately, has all those boxes checked. Man, I love Far Cry. I know this list won't please everyone, so for that reason I'm not going to discuss the game itself, but rather just the covers, as if I was picking it up for the first time. Whether it's a deceiving cover, or a cover that's just atrocious. This is my top 10 most disappointing original Xbox covers. Number 10. Brute Force. The first thing I notice is the huge lizard right in my face as the other plastic-faced characters stare into nothing. You have your generic heavy weapons guy, a generic sniper female, a generic redhead with the worst trigger discipline, and a lizard. There's so much cramped into this photo, with half of it being the title. Let's compare it to the PAL release. That's a lot different, just the shadows of the main characters. It really adds a bit of mystery on who or what they are when I read the tagline, "Dangerous Alone, Deadly Together." I don't get that at all with the US release because they're right in my face, with the tagline shoved all the way to the bottom, out of sight. Number 9. Death Row. Right away, this looks like a generic prison brawler or some sort of fighting game. Even the name of the game made me think so. I had to actually read the back of the box to find out that it's an underground arena sports game with fighting elements. I don't get that at all from this cover. At least the PAL version would give you a better idea of what the game actually is. I'm not sure why Ubisoft didn't just go with this cover for both releases. Number 8. Galleon. Is this supposed to be some sort of kung fu pirate game? Well, come to think of that, that actually sounds pretty awesome. Anyways, Galleon looks like some sort of generic pirate title. Usually a game doesn't feature reviews right on the cover. Those are reserved for the back, especially if your review says totally unmissable. What does that even mean? Oh, well, the definition describes it better than the word itself, don't you think? Number 7. Curse the Eye of Isis. So let me just clear something up here. Isis is in fact a goddess in the Egyptian mythology. This game has nothing to do with the other Isis. Right away, it looks like this guy is photocopying his face. The people at Dreamcatcher Interactive were like,
we need a cover for this horror game. People think that photocopying their face is art. So, let's just use that. Never mind that the publisher of the PAL version released an actual game cover. The US market will think it's brilliant.
Well, you know what? I can think of a better use of a photocopier. Even the font on the PAL release gives it the Egyptian look with a jewel mixed in. Seeing the US release, I was really confused the first time I heard the title. Number 6. Obscure. So can anybody tell me what the hell is going on this cover? It looks like a bunch of photos of one of the characters layered over each other, confusing the shit out of my eyes. Plus, it's way too white. Especially for a horror game. It should really look like this. There. Now you can make out what's going on in the photo, and it gives it a darker tone fitting of a horror game. Ew, you got some 41 in my horror game. Number 5. Maximum Chase. There is a lot going on here. Let's see. 4 helicopters, a car chase, tons of bullet holes, Two bland-looking actors, all sit on top of some sort of explosion. This right away reminds me of another Xbox release, Crimson Skies. Flipping over to the back. Oh shit, it's an official GM licensed product. It has to be good. Number 4. Breakdown. Sorry guys, but this deserves to be on the list. All we get was a fist over some soldiers' faces. I know the game focuses on hand-to-hand combat, but I really like the PAL version once again, or even the Japanese release. It gives off kind of a movie poster vibe, complete with a cat. This right here is so much more badass than we got here in the States. Number 3. Pure pinball. Over the years, Xbox had a few questionable games targeted at teens during its run, the most prominent being BMX XXX. I don't know why it was released, but this was another game trying to draw in a crowd with females. They are featured not once, but 3 different times on this cover alone. When I think of playing pinball, I like to think of maybe rock and roll theme, or some sort of action-adventure theme. Not really the theme they were going for here. It looks like they're mashing together a fantasy RPG theme, an action soldier theme, a racing theme, and some sort of cowboy mechanic theme. Number 2. RoboCop. Titus Software was attempting to recreate an iconic pose that Peter Weller created in the original RoboCop movie. Well, they failed miserably, and I asked one of my buddies what he thought of this cover.
Hey there everybody, it's your pal, the GOGP, from ghostofgamerpass.com and from Instagram. I'm here helping out the veteran gamer and breaking down the cover of RoboCop on Xbox. What can you say that hasn't already been said about this one? It looks like some flunky out of art school drew it. It's gotta be one of the stiffest drawings ever. The drawing of the gun is just terrible. Like those ridges are sticking out the left side, the thumb poking out from on top of it. Like, what's going on there? Just what is his arm doing? It's sticking up like he's fencing. Like he's holding one of those skinny swords that bend on impact. It has a little ball on the tip, so no one's really getting hurt. He's holding a gun. I haven't played this game, and nor would I ever. Yeah, I'm kind of judging the game on the cover, but who wouldn't? It's just bad.
You know what? I was thinking the same thing. But at least RoboCop isn't ruined forever. Fuck! Before I get to number 1, here are some honorable mentions. Most are the PAL-only releases that we didn't get here in the States, but they still fall into a horrible cover category. Monopoly Party. No one has ever smiled while playing Monopoly. Stop lying to me. Super Bubble Pop. What the actual f*** am I looking at? England International Football. Take the logo off and you're left with a generic boy band photo. World Championship Poker 2. Okay, Mr. Letterer. Look as bored as possible. And perfect. Total Club Manager. Sir? Sir? Why are you smelling your finger? Number 1. Pulse Racer. Imagine what it'll be like to blaze through the dazzling future, defying gravity with every turn, your heart thumping, your enemies hot on your heels, state-of-the-art weapons at your fingertips. You can stop imagining. Pulse Racer is here to scare me back into the past. The future somehow has Powder driving to pay for his college now? Yeah, that's an old movie. Pulse Racer, you can stop pretending to be our racing evolution. Which is a way better cover, by the way. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you check out my other videos. If you guys like this kind of thing, I can start doing videos like this on other systems. A big thank you to Mendel as well for allowing me to continue to use his music in my videos. Make sure you check them out. I left some links in the description. There's links also at the end of the video. Take care, guys. Have a good one.